I'm one of the WSL commentators, but I'm also a bona fide surfboard geek. My obsession with surfboard started as a young kid, lasted all the way through my pro career, and then after that I actually learned how to design and shape surfboards. I've also been connected to one of the biggest fin and hardware companies in the world, so I'm a true surfboard and hardware connoisseur, so tonight's really exciting for me. We've got absolute shaping royalty in the room, legends for crafting the most high performance surfboards on the planet, refining them within a millimetre so that the best surfers in the world can do their thing and perform for us and entertain us. So, they are masters of the craft. I'm going to get them up here in a minute, but before I do, I actually just want to send a little tribute out. For the older people in the room, you'll know this name. For the younger people in the room, you may not. But we lost a legend today. Shane Steadman passed away. And Shane was a pioneer of the surfboard industry up and down the coast, but in particular around the Brookvale area. He had so many shapers that were part of his stable: Terry Fitzgerald, Simon Anderson, Richard Harvey, Glenn Ritchie, Ted Spencer, the list goes on and on. He was part of that Bob McTavish era that really changed surfboard design forever. And we're all the beneficiaries of guys like Shane Steadman. So this man also invented the Ugg boot. He sold it for, what did he sell it for? Yeah. And that was it. But listen, let's give a big round of applause for Shane Steadman, please. Everyone, thank you. Surfboards are these mystical objects that we all obsess over. I know everyone in the room kind of loves surfboards, and it's like this endless pursuit to find the perfect match for you so that you can go out and feel really freaking good about yourself on a wave and you can perform and unlock your own potential. So I got a huge respect for shapers. We all do. We work with local shapers. We work with some of the best shapers in the world, but surfboards are an obsession for all of us, and it's really cool to see you all here tonight. I've been talking all day, so I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to call all these shapers up. They're going to join me. And in the spirit of Stab in the Dark and last year's Shaper Night, everyone kind of arrived pretty lubricated, and word on the street was it went down well. So there's a shot waiting for every single one of you guys. There's a bottle here waiting as well. So if you guys could help me welcome Matt Biolas, John Pizell, Johnny Cabianca, Brett Merrick, Darren Hanley, Jason Stevenson, Luke Short, and Marcio Zuvi. Come on up here, you guys. Come on. Didn't muck around. There's no seating arrangement, so wherever you guys want to be. Everyone have their shot? I know you were the first. You're going to start having everyone else's as well.
I feel like Marcio didn't have a shot.
Did you have a shot, Marcio? Not yet? Okay, cool. Come on, man, you can do it. Look, I'm going to kick things off with just welcome you guys. Thank you for being here. I know you got plenty on. There's a lot of other commitments that you guys have. I think a few of you were doing commitments just a couple of hours ago. So really cool that you could be with us here tonight. I just want to start with the foundations of why you guys became a shaper. JS, kick us off. Like, how did you start, man? Test. Here we go.
We're good? What was the question?
How'd you get into shaping, dude? What was
'cause
it?
I didn't have a choice. Nah, what else was I going to do? Growing up North Stradbroke Island, not many opportunities. Rode Murray Burton's boards back in the day. I think Darren may have shaped a couple. Moved to the Gold Coast at 23 years old, and hustled Murray for a job until he gave me one. Yeah, if it wasn't for Muzz, I don't think most of us, I think we touched on this last time, most of us guys wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Murray Borton. So, yeah, Muzza. Yeah, the godfather of Gold Coast shaping. Southern Gold Coast anyway. So, yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it.
Marcia? How did you get into shaping, man? What drove you to it?
I didn't have money to buy a board. So I had to figure it out some way. So I bought a longboard. I stripped all the glass, and then I tried to shape whatever was inside, and had no idea how to do it. Back then in Brazil, 1980, early 80s, So little by little, figuring it out. But back then, there was already an industry growing, and I got to meet some other people and learn a little bit, and it went from there. But unfortunately, no really teachers or more when I moved to America in 1988. That's when I started to see the real deal, materials, craftsmanship, tools, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Matt?
Hello?
Hello.
I mean, I started shaping kind of the same reason teenage boys do just about anything. I was hoping to get laid, I guess. That didn't work out so well. But eventually I kind of got pretty good at it and started building a brand, and then the original intent started to happen, so it all worked out in the end.
Don't teenage boys do a lot of other stuff like long showers?
Behind closed doors.
Mom, I'm busy. So I guess I kind of just started fixing dings and working on surfboards, and I was glassing surfboards through a factory in Hawaii, and eventually I just kind of wanted to see if I'm a super shitty artist, so I'm like, maybe I'm gonna try to shape a board, but it's probably gonna be terrible. But in my head, I was like, if it turns out okay, I'll do another one or whatever. I'll keep going, and it turned out all right, so I kept going. And I was super poor.
I don't believe that. Darren?
Yeah, Murray Burton. I was lucky enough to walk into Murray's shop, and my parents said to Murray said to my parents, "I'm going to give your son a job," and they said, "Don't give him a job. He's fucking hopeless." And but he went against their word and gave me a job, and as I said, all the time, that I've never worked a day in my life after that, because I just love what I do. But I want to, as Jason said, he was in that factory as well, but I'd like to just talk a little bit about that factory. Like, Murray would walk around naked all the time. He just did not
Hang
care.
on. Actual naked?
Naked.
Nothing.
He just come in and just, how you going? With his towel on his shoulder all the time, just did not care about things. And everyone that, I reckon through that factory, for the 11 years I was at that factory, I reckon we would have seen, we had drifters come through for one day just for work and they couldn't do it. But we would have seen, I reckon, 50 to 60 workers go through that factory. Some were successful, some weren't. But yes, again, Murray, you gave everyone on this end of the coast a chance, and whether they were good or bad, but some of us were successful and some of us weren't. But yeah, keep your clothes on, Muzz.
Hey, Darren, you, I remember you telling me that you started out foiling fins. Is that right?
Yeah, making fins was my first day. I had to lay out panels. I still remember 32 layers of 6 ounce. And roll it out with a roller. And Murray had a partner called Bucky. So Murray was the good cop, Bucky was the bad cop. And I think that was the success of Pipe Dream back in the day, because if it was up to Murray, we'd be all hanging in G-Land surfing with every bit of cash we had. But Murray was great. He took us on all these surf drops, took me to G-Land in '82. We discovered Lakey Peak together, which was fantastic. He was an adventurer. He's got some, when you sit down and have a chat with Murray, he's got some incredible stories. He loves outlines. I think that's one of the things that I got from Murray was outlines and bottom curves. Without a good outline and without a good bottom curve, the boards doesn't work as well, and the concaves come in later. But I'll tell you, if you get the chance, buy him a beer, sit down, ask some of the stories, and I think next time we should do this and sit down and put Murray in a podcast, and I think you'll get some stuff that you'll never hear before.
On you, Murray. Yeah. Brett, hey.
Wow, so DH became a shaper because of male nudity. I don't think I could top that. That kind of explains the DH. But even though I can't top that, I remember the exact moment where I knew I'd be a shaper. I was surfing with my dad. I was just a kid surfing with my dad at this beach break just south of Rincon in Santa Barbara, California. Terrible little waves, a little bouncy beach break called La Conchita. And I was, secret spot, sorry. Faisal used to be a local. And I was struggling, and I was really frustrated, like visibly frustrated. And I can remember the exact moment. I was on the inside. I like bogged this wave, and I was kind of venting to my dad. And he looked at me and he said, "Son, you're never going to be a pro surfer. But it's okay, because you're going to be a shaper." And that was the moment.
And big shout out to Al Merrick, because one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. And I actually had a few of Al's boards, and they were magic, every single one of them. So yeah, a lot of respect. Johnny.
Me? Ooh.
Yeah, brother, you.
I'm from São Paulo, Brazil, 1 hour from the coast, kind of far. I start like Marcio. To have a first board, I need to make. That time was no YouTube, nothing. And resin was a mystery for us, no information, and all the magazines was in English. And for me, it was hard. But anyway, ding repairs, sanding, glassing a long time, and in the 90s, I start to scratch the first time the planer and start to do my boards. Until in the middle of 90s, met Luciano Leão from the DSD, the Surf CAD, and we start to work together, and I start to meet a lot of these guys, and start everything.
Awesome stuff. Lucas?
My English is still
No,
bad.
it's really good. It's good.
Thanks, Johnny.
It's better than Matt's.
I actually, I kind of know Luke's story because we've got a lot of history together. I'm going to go into that a little bit later on. I want you to tell your story, Luke.
Kind of similar to a lot of the guys here. Started off in the back shed, repairing boards for the local town. Well, my brother actually started the business, and then it was an after-school gig. And then, I was just surfing and doing a bit of chippy work when I left school. And it's when the machines started, and Greg Webber was looking for someone to train up from scratch. So Greg gave me a start at the factory. And he pretty much took me in one day, and we scratched out a board, and it was an old, pretty rough machine. But he said, "Yeah, you're doing good. I'll see you in a few days." And yeah, I pretty much kind of worked out how to, me and another shaper, Thomas, who's working with Brett now over here. So Thomas was a big help as well. And then I went on to the same factory. We were doing Almeric's boards, and I worked with Simon a lot. Did a few trips away with him, and I guess in the background, working with these guys, I was doing my own little gig on the side, and and scratching my own little things out, and then just loved it.
Awesome. Yeah, Luke. I'm going to get straight to this, the Surfboard Empire Shaper Rankings. I'm going to bounce around with the questions, guys, but we've been doing this for a couple of years now. Matt, congratulations. You've been doing very well in the Shaper Rankings. 3 times? 3 times winner, yeah? Yeah. There's some new rules in effect now. So it's just 2 surfers, quarterfinals onwards, instead of kind of the whole team. And everyone has surfers on the world tour at the moment. So it's, I guess, evening out the playing field a little bit. How are we all feeling about the new rules? Too early to be asking controversial questions. JS, you happy? Microphone. JS has got something to say. I know he does.
Yeah, it's great. Is it on?
Yeah, push that little button up.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think it's more than fair.
Well, the WSL actually ran like a simulation of the results, and it actually would have worked out the same anyway, pretty much. So congratulations, Matt.
Yeah.
Here's to you, buddy. Good work. Incredible team.
Yeah, I think it still washes out pretty much the same, right? So
yeah, exactly.
Matt's won it, 3 years in a row, so well done. But I guess it makes it more interesting now because the points realistically are a lot closer, Instead of Matt with 13 athletes or half the tour that he makes boards for, and there's normally 8 or 10 of them at quarterfinals or more, so it exaggerated what it really was. So
I think it's fair either way. I think it's good. I think it's just the whole program's good.
Yeah, it's good.
The sizes of the teams goes up and down. I mean, you have more men than anybody on tour this year, and it's great. You worked hard to rebuild your program, and I was fascinated and enamored with your program the whole first part of the 2000s. I'm always open about saying that, and Darren and all that. But I think it's just fun to bring us all in. We all learned, and WSL learned, and that watching, I guess we have to give credit to that Formula One TV show that it took that F1 racing and just put it on a pedestal. And a lot of people watch it, not we all, but it's like a lot of the most interesting parts of that series are not the drivers, but the pit crews and the characters in the back end. And I think kudos to the WSL for putting a light on us and making it part of the program, part of the entertainment. Yeah.
Any added pressure, given that, this whole Shaper Rankings has put you guys in the spotlight now, and it's, I think it's unreal because, the surfers are incredible, but let's face it, they'd be nothing without you guys. They need that equipment. So how competitive are you guys? Let's also reference Stab in the Dark, that's been an epic series. Hats off to Sam McIntosh and the whole Stab crew for putting that together. Super entertaining. You guys all seem like friends. Is that the
way I see it?
Go.
Is because you're waiting for someone to grab it.
Discuss.
The way I see it is we're so passionate about what we do. So, yes, we're frenemies, but we're also looking over and just going, I've given Brett so many praises for some of the stuff that he's done, Jason as well, Matt, we're all do the same stuff. We're all, to make surf, oh, sorry, John. It's me little Dick Fairy boy.
You guys did great.
Yeah, but I find that we're so passionate what we do, and to make surfboards, you have to. There's not huge money in it. It's a lifestyle. I did it because I just wanted to be able to go and surf when the wind was good and the tides were good, and we talked about that. Me and Jason, we surfed Kira. I don't know how many good times with no one. Well, not no one out, but 15 guys out in the early days. We were making surfboards, and that was such a good testing ground. And going back to Matt's thing about Jason and myself in those early 2000s. It's because we were living a lifestyle of just surfing and having a great time, and money wasn't an issue. We weren't worried about money. It was just about lifestyle and you know, Jace, the tide's getting lower, let's go. You know, and the factory was not even a kilometre up the road, and Kira broke for so many years when the cyclones used to come closer. But yeah, to answer your question, we all do this for the love. We love it. Now the sport has recognised our contribution to what we do.
Contribution.
Yeah, that one. I need another shot.
Aluminium.
There, man.
Aluminum.
Yeah, the aluminum and the tomato. But that I think we are friends in somewhat, but we also have a rivalry, and now this scoreboard makes it even better, I reckon. We all want to win it. Matt's got enough planers as he needs. Anyone else?
Thanks, Darren. Anyone else want to comment on the Shaper rankings or anything? Okay, let's move on to Stab in the Dark. Should Dan Man have won? Yes or no?
What was that?
Dan Man, should he have won? Yes or no? Come on, let's get it out.
I think everyone is probably thinking the same. Fuck no. No, fuck away.
Marcia.
It's bullshit.
I thought that he surfed better with Brit's board.
So that's a no. Matt, we know your thoughts.
Matt's board broke.
I know, but geez, it looked good.
It doesn't.
How good did it look, though?
The board breaks, you can't win. Sorry. You make them all light, and they're like, sick, this thing's so light. And then it breaks. You're like, yeah, there's a fucking broke, dude. You got to make it to the end. You can't, like, win the race. You can't win the fucking Tour de France on a bike that doesn't have wheels. It's bullshit. But whatever. It's cool.
I wasn't shy about, I wrote that email to Sam and they published it and stated it out loud. I wasn't shy about my opinion, but the
Let's
bottom
talk about
line,
that glass job.
The glass job? It's a secret glass job. You know? Yeah.
Clearly worked.
Reverse layer. No, but the bottom line is we all fucking benefited, whether we won or lost. It was a great production, and I think Sam's probably the single most important person in the history of surf media. I mean, what he's done in the last 15, 20 years is it's unparalleled, and it's really, really good. And he, like what the WSL is doing, he's done the same thing. He's put a flashlight on the board builders, and we're grateful.
Awesome stuff. I want to just shift it. Let's get a little bit more serious now. Working with the best surfers in the world, it must be a treat. You guys had a really long off season, a lot of time for preparation. I'm just interested to know what that looks like for you guys in terms of refinement. What are you guys doing when you're working with the team? Like, who are you leaning into for feedback? Who's good at feedback? Who's not good at feedback in your teams? I'll rattle off the names once we get to everyone. JS, you got a huge team now, man.
Yeah, it's
down the bottom.
It's busy.
Pour those for us, Starkey. Come on.
Do you want to know who the team are?
I'm going to rattle them off for you. Miggy Pupo, Sammy Pupo, Jack Robbo, Kanoa, Mateus, Marco Mignot, Ramsey, Callie Vast. Am I missing anyone? That's a huge stable of surfers, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what does the off-season look like? Like, how are you in the bay, like, all day?
Yes, there wasn't an off-season. No. So, while everyone... I mean, even the athletes, did they have an off-season? Maybe, by their standards, but... no, it was busy because we know what was coming. We knew the year that what's about to happen. I mean, and mind you, we've still got all the challenge series, QSs, and everything else going on. So, that list there is just the top tier. The big dogs. No, there wasn't an off season. It's busy. Yeah.
Marcia?
It was an off season for a little bit. We took a break, and but then yes, eventually everybody started asking for it. Some more than others. Some just kind of knowing they're still a year ahead, but they already wanted to try things. It was like relax, because a lot of people relax in the beginning. A lot of the riders kind of gained some weight. Some really took a break for real. Move places and stuff, and so we think maybe 4 months, 5 months into it, like that's when it started getting more busier and serious, and everybody started asking, okay, let's.
Just want to touch on Felipe really quickly. He looks really lean and fit.
Yeah.
Looked like he dropped maybe
He did.
5 kilos, 10 kilos maybe even.
It really did.
So did you have to like completely redo his quiver?
We did 2. One batch with one volume and another one a little less, because we know that from previous years that he starts the season a little chubbier and then loses weight and then
Dad bod.
gets in gear, But this year he started off already 100% on a
Okay,
lot
cool.
skinnier and faster too. It's like I was pretty impressed. He has a pretty good personal trainer that's doing a pretty good job.
He's looking really good. I just want to rattle off Marcio's team on the championship tour. Felipe, Morgan Siblick, Rio Waida, Jake Marshall, Seth Manise, Leo as well. Yeah, making some boards for Leo. Luana Silva, Alyssa Spencer, Anat Lelior, and Tia Zabrowski. Okay. Still solid. Amazing team, man. Congratulations. Hey, Matt. How'd you go in the off season?
Everybody knows what I do in the
You went
off-season.
snowboarding, huh?
Fuck
Your
all.
snowboards look really good too, by the way.
Snowboards are fun. No, I mean, yeah, I really enjoyed the longer than average off season. Unfortunately, it coincided with a really bad snow season in the northern hemisphere. But yeah, we had to get busy when the time came, and yeah, I mean, a little bit of adjustments here and there, and just, I don't know, try not to think about it too much. Just get up and go to work.
Yago, Griff, Cross, Cole Houshman, Eli Hanneman, Carissa, Gabby, Caroline, Aaron, Sawyer, Betty Lou. Dude, is there enough hours in the day?
Yeah, I mean it's a lot, but it all accumulated naturally. I mean, most of those, over half the team was born and raised in San Clemente, so it was very natural that came together. And even Yago, him and his family moved to San Clemente, and that's when he started riding our boards. And I'm really proud of the fact that it's a homegrown kind of a farm team. Most of them have been riding my boards since before they were teenagers. So it's a big team. It's a big program. It takes a lot of work. Gian Bernini, my right-hand man, he's here in the audience.
Yeah, Gian.
He puts in the hard miles and enables me to still have a family life and live a relatively unique life of my own rather than just slaving away.
Who's the worst with feedback?
I mean, judging nowadays, they're all like the kids, the athletes, the surfers nowadays. They're just like squeaky clean. I mean, I grew up with Chris Ward and Andy Irons yeah.
So what you're saying is the coaches are basically giving you feedback, not the surfers. Is that right?
No.
The surfers are pretty good.
The really enlightening part, and I think everybody here it's like when you're raising the younger surfers through the ranks and working with kids like say like a Aaron Brooks or even Carissa Moore, we started with when she was 14 or 15. It's a really nice relieving time when they start getting their own voice and they start doing their own phone calls, their own texts, their own emails, and you're not deciphering things through the parents or the coaches. And that's a really cool thing to see these young surfers evolve and gain their own voice, and it's rewarding.
Awesome. I'm going to come down the line. John. Tyler.
My team's on vacation.
Yeah, I know. The big dog's on vacation, but I mean, you got Tyler.
Yeah.
She looked really good today, by the way.
Yeah.
What was she riding?
Tyler was riding a Radius
Okay.
Prime 5.8. Yeah, my main guy that I've been focusing on for years and has
Who's
been,
that?
It doesn't. Well, it's not Mick Fanning like you would like to say a lot. You'll be saying that. let's count how many times Darren says Mick Fanning the next time when he gets a microphone. But anyways, yeah. So my main focus, I've always focused kind of like closely instead of going real wide. For me, I don't know if that's just how I work. And I've really enjoyed that. Huh?
Or how you don't work.
Yeah, exactly. So I get to go surfing a lot and make surfboards, and now I'm on vacation for a while. I got Tyler, and she's really easy to work with. Matt made boards for her for a long time too, and I'm sure he'll agree. She's great. But the tuning up of her quiver right now, after she was off for 7 months without really having she had a lot of problems and wasn't surfing, and now she's back and she's feeling good, and today she looked good. And yeah, it's fun. But for me, yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for next year. It's going to be interesting.
Is he coming back? Do you have any insights? You heard it here first.
No.
What would you do?
I keep sailing, man. You know what, John? I've been meaning to ask you this. You know, your bottom contours, your curves, seem like they're a little bit different to everyone else on the panel. The Ghost model, for example, even your Tiger series, when I look at them, they feel a bit different. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more? Darren, behave, please. No
Have
more.
you been looking at those
No
too,
more
Darren?
tequila for you.
Darren's been looking at those things really close. No.
No, but is that are you influenced by these guys, by anyone else? Do you just stick to your lane?
No, I really, everybody here is a really good shaper. Like, everyone makes amazing boards. I just feel like I have, I don't know. I just look at things a little differently, apparently. And sometimes, like, Jeff Bushman actually was a really strong influence on me. And one of the things that he showed me a long time ago was, like, double concaves through the bottom of a board in bigger boards. And then that seems to work a lot in different boards too, like smaller boards. It's kind of something that, like, I don't want to say too much in front of these guys, you know. I'm just so it's just something that I really like, and I feel like it works really well in boards, and that's something I've kind of followed a little bit. And then also with John, he's a really individual surfer. He doesn't surf like everyone else, and he wants different things out of boards maybe than people do, or I don't know. But so I kind of follow, after getting somewhere with him, I follow his lead. Like, here's what I'm doing, and then he directs from there a little bit, I think, and that's been really fun. But it's definitely, he's pretty unique, so I guess the boards are a little bit different than most boards.
They look really good. Really good. Darren?
Rich?
Yeah, your off season, man. Obviously, Mick, Steph, like they're the kind of yardstick, I guess, for.
Not allowed to use Mick's name.
I said it for you. How was your off season?
Off season was great. I went to Japan, did a tour of Japan, which was fantastic because I haven't been there for a long time, and then took my wife to me with Japan, and we went to Portugal. She didn't know there was a QS. QS there.
You did it.
Oh, well, we're staying in the same town this contest is on. And I'd get up early in the morning, go and see the guys at the contest because, you know, all these guys coming up through the ranks. So I really, you know, want to help out. And, yeah, so it was good. We had a good time. We drank a lot of wine, had a great time. And then we came back and I said to the guys, all of them, I said, don't even talk to me until November. I'm not making a single board until then. And then November we did the talking. December we started thinking about it. Make sure they had some boards just before Christmas. And then come and see me in January. The 13th is when we went to get back to work. And then we'll get the game started.
Okay, so by the team, we mean Ethan Ewing, Joel Vaughan, Connor O'Leary, Liam O'Brien, Callum Robson, sick air at the end of that way, by the way, Steph, Molly, Isabella, Kika Vaselka, and Nadia Stabe. Solid team.
Oh, Dimity Style.
And Dimity Style.
If you ask Dimity, she's my number one team rider. Yeah, solid team. And 60%, 70% of that team has been with me since they've been 12, 13, 14.
Who was Joel riding last?
Yeah, he didn't like your boards. But yeah, just having a great team has been challenging. A lot of work, a lot of confidence building because they go up and down, these guys. Callum's looking for the Holy Grail. I don't think it exists in my eyes, but he's looking for something. Ethan...
Sticky
Yeah.
Callum.
Sticky Callum.
I think it was the boards.
I did too. I didn't shape those
Yeah,
ones, but...
Oh yeah! Oh, look at you passing the buck. I didn't do those ones, mate. I only do mix.
No, Callum didn't surf off his back foot. But he got through the heat. Did he beat your guy? No.
No, yeah, he did. He got through the heat.
There you go.
Could have smashed it.
Hey Darren, who's the best with feedback in your team?
The best with feedback? None of them.
Hopeless, aren't they?
No one's really good. Liam just goes, make me some boards. They're all shit house. So coming to these events, travelling around the world, sitting there, I look at it, I tell them, they like that I'm honest.
Yeah.
Their coaches I talk to a lot. Their coaches are probably the most important for me to get what they need. You know, Jake Patterson, Dog, Micro, great friends, great coaches, plus all the other coaches. So that to me is the way that I just get the feedback from them, because those guys are with them, you know, a lot of time, and I'm just with them when they come in the shaping. Actually, I lied. Joel Vaughan is one kid that... Can I say Mick Fanning's name again? There's one kid...
I can't remember you talking about.
There's one kid that actually... Fuck off, Joel.
I lost track of what was happening here.
There's one kid that understands the game, comes into the shaping bay, spends so much time in there, wants to know about concave, everything, and I think what he's trying to do will come in spades in the next 2 or 3 years. I think you'll really see something out of that kid.
Good stuff, mate. Thank you. Hey, Brett. George Pitter, the champ, our boy.
George Pitar.
You, Baron Mamiya. I need my glasses on. Joao Chenka, Vahine, Bella Kenworthy, Brissa Hennessy. Solid team.
Yeah, right, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, eh?
How was your off season? What were you working on?
Man, I hate the
Were you trying
off-season.
anything new? Were you
No,
doing
I hate
anything
the
new?
off season. I requested the WSL never does that again. I like competition. I like working. I didn't like the off season at all. And surfers were trying to take the off season as off. I was like, no, we're not off, we're on. So came up with a couple new designs, worked hard through the off season, and yeah, I don't like off time. Let's go. I want full tour all year, all the time. I want 15 events minimum.
Starkey, you paying attention here?
Come on, Starkey, get it together, mate. Let's go.
Hey, Brett. So I don't know if you heard the stat today. So you got the double victory in Margs with GP and Lakey. The last time that happened was 2008 with Kelly and Sofia Milanovic. You must be pretty stoked. I mean, Kelly and Sophia would have been riding your dad's boards, and then you got the double victory here.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked, but I'm bummed because I think like Mayhem's had a bunch of double victories since then. So the fact that it was since 2008 is honestly a little bit embarrassing. Wish you never brought that up. Rick,
Sorry, man.
thanks for bringing that up. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We've wrapped up tonight. That's it.
Anyways,
folks.
thank you so much for coming, guys. No, we'll get some more doubles, but yeah, that was great. That was really cool. And George Pitar has been great to work with, good with feedback, and no more off seasons. Let's go all year. Let's pump it. 20 events a year.
Let's do that. Johnny, talk to us. You've been working with Gabriel for so many years now.
17.
17? 17.
17.
I was actually at his house yesterday. I was checking out some of the boards, and then I was also checking out the boards in the Surfboard Empire store. They look amazing, man.
Thank you.
They look like boards that I feel like I could ride, and I haven't ridden a board with a nose 11 or 12 inches in frickin' 20 years now, man. So
Matt doesn't like my boards.
he does it?
No, the rail is too full for.
Too full?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was actually talking to Ronnie when we were in the store, and I was saying how much I love your rails, dude.
Lower than his rails, but
Nah, but you know what I really noticed about your boards, on Gabrielle's boards, is that the tuck on the rails, it's quite soft, and
yes.
it goes all the way down quite far on the tail.
Yeah. I used to work more in the tuck in the bottom of the rail, the bottom rail, for different conditions. The up in the rail, the dome deck, I used to change sometimes for different conditions. Yeah.
How's working with Gabriel? Is he good with feedback?
Never. Man, when he was working with Andy King, Andy was really happy with my boards and, wow, don't change nothing, don't change. But I know where I need to change for different conditions. And now I keep doing the same. I know where he's going, which conditions he's gonna surf, and something like this. Yeah.
When I was talking to Gabriel yesterday, he was saying that he's used the one set of fins, the same fin template, since he was 10 years old, 12 years old. So he puts that same set in every board, and he can tell whether the board works because the consistency of the fin, right?
Yeah, do you remember the FCS PC5?
The PC5, which is now the Performer, right? He's used that fin forever.
The same. Now
since he started.
Now he's using the large, and now they have the extra large.
Yeah.
He basically he is using or large or extra large.
He's a big boy, strong.
40. I just want to butt in.
The foot is big.
Come on.
I didn't say I didn't like Johnny's board. I love Johnny's board. Johnny and I have worked together since the late 90s.
Long time.
My first trip to Brazil, I went to Sao Paulo to go shape, and Johnny was the shaper in the factory. And
At Pucas?
What?
At Pucas?
No, this is
Brazil
in
Surfboard.
98. And I learned how to use the CAD, the SurfCAD shaping machine. And Johnny was teaching me, and then we started shaping together in Brazil.
I was teaching you. You remember what you did with me?
I remember.
Man, the guy arrived in my room.
We surfed every day.
Who is this shitting back shaper? He almost break the pre-shape in front. I was crying, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You needed a little shove.
Man.
But then we started. Then we went to Europe.
You mean Matt Biolis is a dick?
Yeah. And then we started going to Europe together, and we shaped together, and we'd sit for hours and challenge each other with our designs and our ideas and measurements. And I could look at his board and go, "How much rocker at 12 inches?" And he'll be like, "What?"
You guys are measuring each other?
Measuring up. Yeah. And I really dig our relationship, and it's been goddamn almost 30 years now, Johnny.
But here, with all these guys, Matt, thank you a lot. Marcio, you was there together. John, thank you in Hawaii. Darren was a drummer at Pucas, but works well. Hey, this
were
guy,
good times, but
the guy used coins to measure the concave. 2 euros was the perfect concave. Yeah, it was like this. Do you remember? Yeah. This guy was nice, mellow. The measurement was 3, 6, 12, 18. All the numbers should to be perfect, man. We worked like this that time. And was good to work with them, but Matt was intense, always pushing me my best, like until today.
I feel like all you guys push each other, and it's competition's healthy, right?
Another guy, just want to mention it. It's Mark Richard. Was amazing work with him.
Emma, let's hear it for Emma.
And I had really, really good moments with him, and with John and me with Jeff Bushy. Was a greatest teacher we had in the North Shore. Was a nice year there. Just say thank.
I think people need to understand that probably don't know that you worked at Pukas for a long time, right? And we all used to go to Europe and shape. Murray sent me to Europe to shape over there, and Europe was fantastic. So we used to work with you, all of us, and you were our European shaper.
Sorry, Gunther.
Oh yeah, Gunther.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gunther.
You better, otherwise be whinging if you don't say hi to him. But yeah, but just for everyone to know that we would go there, he would be there all year shaping our boards. We'd go there, we'd sit with you, and you were so passionate about what you did, and you created such good boards for our consumers in the Europe. So thank you.
Thank you. And you opened your factory for me in 2012 for make boards for Gabriel also. Thank you. And just to talk something about the ranking, about the shapers ranking, it's about companies for me. It's not about shapers. And who has possibility, or I am in Europe, the market is completely different for Australia or America. And for sure, for me, it's almost impossible to have 2 or 3 guys in the city. But anyway, I'm happy Gabriel is still using my boards, and I think even if I make final, will be hard.
Brett's been following you around like a lost puppy.
Moving right along. Thanks, Johnny. That's awesome, man.
Was supposed to be great. Look, Dave is always, come on.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Awesome stuff. Luke, you've got...
I'm still here.
Yeah, you're still here, man. You've got Oscar Berry on the tour now. It's been a while between drinks.
It has.
How's it feel having Oscar on there? And tell us a little bit about your relationship with him.
Yeah, it's great to have him on. I kind of woke up with a ball of nervous energy this morning, which is kind of excitement, and yeah. But I've known Oscar since he was a little grom down in Ngari, and he's friends with his family, and seeing him sort of surf little waves when he was 5 years old. And then he went on to be more of he kind of disappeared and started skateboarding. And then he came back later as a sort of a teenage kid and was getting into it, and he was on Rod Dahlberg's boards, another legend that I was working with at the time. And then...
So you stole him from Rod?
No, it was like a handing of the baton.
Okay.
Rod was ready to sort of slow down, and he didn't really need a team rider. But I said to Oscar, this is the perfect opportunity to go and try different... Don't come straight to me. Go and ride everyone's boards and work out what's feeling good. And yeah, he came back to me, which was nice. And he's a great kid, great family. So I kind of, it's been a good sort of vibe and good time with Oscar.
Awesome.
Can I ask Luke a question?
Of course, mate. Floor's yours.
Luke, back in the early days, I can't remember what it was, but you left Channel Islands and started your own brand, and you were on this roll in the in the early years. I think you were two of the guys that won the whatever the contests were. I can't remember who the surfers were, but do you remember who they were that won those events?
I think Bo Eminem was one of them, and
Yeah.
maybe Noodles.
Yeah, there was some stage there you were just on a roll in Sydney. Like, what's his name? Weber was, curving his way out of the industry.
It was potentially.
What's his name?
It actually might have been.
I'm getting old.
It was Taj.
It was Taj. Yeah, and you were on that roll then. Where
Julian.
Julian
Julian
yeah.
was running a lot of Luke Sports at the time.
Yeah, that was to me at that stage when I was living up here, watching you down there. I was just going, oh my God, you are on fire.
I think it was a bit of a lucky roll, but
There was no luck involved, mate. Let me just tell you, because
and then Rich ended up being my team rider.
How'd that work out for you? Oh, he won one. He won one.
Rich is the surface.
they were hard years, Darren. Kelly, Andy, Sonny.
Rich on tour was the surfer that all the guys on tour looked up to, the way he surfed. Maybe not in a heat as much. I shouldn't say that.
No, you can. No, you can. You can say that.
But Rich won a WCT event in Trestles.
So on that,
As a matter of fact.
on that, I just felt when I was making surfboards and you were doing that, I went, oh my God, this guy in Sydney is going to just kill us all. And then you met Mick. Fuck off. Have we got security here?
Mick came over.
Hey, Gunter, you want to swap sweets with this guy? He's got nothing good to say.
Hey, so Luke, I got a little surprise for you. So I know I only won one CT event. This is the actual board that I won lowers on in 2003, right? So I don't think you would have seen this board since it left the factory. Maybe I brought it in to reference for some other boards, but you made me this in July 2003. I took it to France and did the qualifying tour. I made the final, got beaten by...
Don't let Brett look at it.
Who did I get beaten by? I got beaten by Nak.
Looks a lot like a CI.
Trent Munro.
I'm just saying that. I can tell from here. I don't even have to touch it. That's a CI.
Whoa, buddy. Rich, I like to see you surf that thing tomorrow.
Wow,
I was
that
actually
a-
just
that
telling
was a good
Joey, I was like,
file
maybe I
on
should
that
wax
one.
this thing up, but
Do a
it looks
couple
so
step
skinny
offs,
now,
maybe
dude. It
some
looks
step
so
offs.
skinny.
That's an Almeric right there.
Yeah, an Almeric, not a
So I took it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was 12, bro. Yeah, I was surfing lock and cheetah guy.
I took this board to France. I made the final against Trent Munro. I got second. And then the next CT event was at Lowers, and I took it at Lowers, and it just felt so damn good. It felt absolutely magic. And at the time, I think we'd been making a bunch of 6.2s. I dropped down to 6.1. You actually wrote on it, Little Lady. Well, you can see it written on there, Little Lady. So this was even before board models were board models. These guys used to just punch them out, and they had no meaning or kind of reference for it. It was all just about a file. So, Matt, I want you to kind of have this. Don't do anything with it. Like, I might want it back, but yeah, well, I just want you to kind of, I wanted to bring it up and just kind of have you have a look at it and have these guys kind of have a little froth over it as well.
I got a quick question, Rich.
Sure.
Do you think FCS has improved since that system right there? Or what do you reckon?
Plugs coming through the deck, yeah, it's... But, I mean, how much has changed, you guys, since 2003 to now? Like, how different are the boards? And, you know, the refinements that we're making. Like, let's talk about that. Britt, go.
Oh, I mean, it's just refinements is the right word, right? Like, not much. This could be a board that's on tour today. I mean, I can't remember my dad's boards that well, so I got to look again. But a little more concave now, I think. This is a little. But yeah, I think that's basically a Rob Machado model from that time. But yeah, that'd go great today.
You know what? It could be. It could have some similarities. We went to dinner down at Bill's, and I was telling that story. Your dad made me MBB3, I think it was, Bobby Martinez model, and I just got that board off him, and it literally changed the way I surfed. And I may have taken it back to Luke and gone, hey, can you have a look at this thing?
You might have. You maybe did. That and the fact that he's shaped from my dad maybe had some influence. I'm not sure. But I don't blame you. That's all I do is what my dad did. Good on you, mate.
I was old friends with Taylor Knox. He came over for a school surfing comp back when we were 15 or 16. Anyway, when he started coming over on tour, and I started making boards, he used to get a couple of boards off me, just for old mate's sake. And he got one, and he loved it. He loved it, and he ended up riding it in an event. And the next year when he came back, all his boards looked really similar to mine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Luke.
True story.
I'm sure that's a dream you had. I'm sure that. I've got the same dreams.
Hey, Rich, you touched on
Yeah.
before something I want to ask the group is, because I don't know the answer, is...
Way to bring it back to you.
Fuck off. Good job. You said like he wrote like the little lady or something like that, model names, and now everything's about frickin' model names. Back in all our days was never model names or anything. Where did it start? Who was the first? Who came up with the first model name? Who?
Does anyone know?
Yeah, but in our era,
I think it was Japan. It's like all Japan.
I never did model. I don't even remember doing it.
John,
How'd they go?
take the mic.
I had this sweet model for Japan. I called it the Astroglider. Have you heard of Astroglide?
Brett, you look impressed.
These Aussies,
Well,
they haven't heard of this shit yet, but it's going to come here someday.
Yeah, it was all like file names before that. After hand shapes, everything was file names for a little while, like MXM and MBB3 and all these things. And then in 1990, I did a board working with my dad, and we called it the sashimi because it was fish-like, but it wasn't a fish. And so we're thinking like, what's fishy but not fishy? And we called it the sashimi, and that was the first model name ever. I'm just claiming it. That's before John was ever even a thing. Before the ferry licked them, that was a name.
But to me, wait. But to me, when you did the dumpster diver, that was the first one where...
No, we had names way before that.
No, but before that. But that was when
we invented the names.
All right.
The question is,
the
whose
truth
dumpster
is-
did they really
Hey.
dive in?
John,
Whose dumpster were they diving in?
Oh, yeah, definitely yours. We're in your dumpster. Matt Moore. We're in Matt Moore's dumpster. Oh, yeah, it was Robert's, actually. Yeah. No, I'm just saying it was.
And LSD is coming back.
Here he is.
Who wants a tab?
who we start to put names on the models was America. All the Americans. The Australian after.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Americans.
I'm literally
I
the
was-
only American
hey,
here.
In 98,
You're not American, dude.
Thank you, Waynesy.
You're Hawaiian now. You claim that all the time, like, oh, Hawaii. And then, no, but he's not originally from San Clemente, so unless you're from California, you're not American.
Is Anaheim not California?
No.
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Who wants another shot?
I think no more booze for Britt Merrick, okay?
Britt, your wife called. She said she thinks you should go home now.
Do you know what? I like the whole kind of creation of model names. I think it's been a revelation because let's face it, thanks, Brett.
You're very welcome.
The surfboards, the surfboards that most of us ride in the room are not the surfboards that the world's best surfers ride. So I think it's and I think it's really easy for us as kind of bros, not pros, to identify with a board model or something like that. So it's almost a segue. I want to start talking about how you guys focus on not only like the top tier surfers, but also surfboards for all of us. How do you feel about that, Jace? Like developing a range for everyday surfers, what adjustments do you make?
Volume. Dimensions.
All about the volume.
It's all about volume. You know, I think the original DNA always starts with your top tier athletes, and then, the original DH DNA. I mean, it just comes in dimensions, doesn't it? Dimensions, volume, all that sort of stuff. Like, realistically, I mean, I think the consumer nowadays is getting as close to what these guys are riding than ever before. You know, there's nothing. You know, all the models that these guys ride. You know, like for us, your monsters and forget-me-nots and whatever. It's like that's the market, and then it's just dims and rails and whatever that suits the average guy.
So you're saying anyone can do it?
Anyone can do it. Just everyone should try.
Oh, here you go. Darren. Oh, back to Darren. Guys, let's listen to Darren. What do you have to say? What did Nick tell you to say?
Dave, is this your night? Where's the boxing fucking ring? Because I'm going to punch the shit out of this boy in a minute. That's way before my time, bro. I think what Jason's saying, and same with me, the consumer that we're making, like people in this room love surfing. That's why they're here, love surfboards. But I think some of the consumers are liking, like the... Fuck, I'm telling you, I'm going to punch you in a minute. The consumers actually now love surfing, want to go surfing, are trying to surf, learning how to surf, getting off a softboard, a mini mal and stuff like that. That the majority of the boards that are sold in this world aren't what we make with Costco and all that sort of stuff. So I think those people that are coming off that stuff, they love what we do, they love the sport that we do, and I think making boards, the only reason I say this is because I'm getting quite old now and I'm not riding what... shut up, Matt. I'm not riding what...
You're the oldest one of us. Let's just say it.
Are you older than me? Sorry? Are you older than me?
Yes.
You are, aren't you? You're older than me? No. Oh, fuck. I am the oldest.
You guys can't even hear each other.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is there's so many people coming into this industry. It's a fantastic industry, and they can't ride all the great models that our pros are out there surfing on, and that, I think, is where we will take away from this, where get rid of fucking Costco and all these cheap brands coming in from China, because we are the masters of the universe. We have created the industry.
He-Man.
Firewire, fuck off!
Fuck yeah!
Okay.
We
wait,
rule!
wait. Let's bring
Old
it back
guys
down.
rule.
Let's bring it back down. I'm going to start with you, Luke. Wait. Let's
You
go.
just said it all. We're done here.
No, not quite. We're nearly done.
Spoken for us.
I know Dave's giving me the wrap up. He's like, cut it. They're off. We're nearly done. We're going to get there. What do you ride? Do you have a board in your range that you ride? What is it?
Usually I ride the rejects that sit in the corner of my shaping room, and I kind of make something with that. So at the moment I'm riding like an old man's 6'8", kind of a gun.
Yeah, okay.
which is random.
But does all right. Johnny, what
Guys,
are you
this is
riding?
getting super
You're
sad
riding
right now.
Medina's
We're going to
boards,
stop.
huh?
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
let's
I
fucking
reckon.
call it off. Shots of tequila for everybody.
Hang
No more
on, we're
talking
not
about
quite
sad
done
old
yet.
guys board.
We're not quite done yet. We're not quite done yet. You don't want to get off the stage yet. This is fun, right? What are you riding? What board do you ride in your range?
A monster.
Okay.
Yeah, 6'2", monster, 32 litres.
Okay. Marcio, what are you riding?
I had an injury, so I went to a small fun board, 6'2". Now
Yep.
I'm back to a 6'0" shortboard.
It's a really fun small board. Matt, what are you riding?
Snowboard.
And when you're not
Soft
riding
top.
a snowboard?
Lately, I've been riding a 6'0" fish.
Okay.
And I ride, this trip, I brought a 6'6" big rig and a 6'10" big rig.
Okay, cool.
To get me through a 6'0" fish, 6'6", and a 6'10" for here. And I'm going to go to Raglan from here. And I've never been, so we're going to make a family vacation out of it and go surf and go backside.
Awesome. John, what? Tiger
Solid.
Twin, what are you on?
I'm on a 5'10". Fuck, what that thing? I don't know. I just made that thing up before I got here. It's 5'10".
Okay.
It's a quad.
Darren, Black Diamond, what?
Channel Island. Yeah, one that Gabe gave me back from Channel Islands he didn't like. And, no, I'm riding a. I'm riding a 6'2". A 6'2" Black Diamond, which is a copy of a Hayden, out of Thailand. That's going really good, and I got
Crypto.
And I got two little models we're coming up with, so I'm playing around with a little bit of mid-length, but they'll ruin your surfing, and a new little model we're coming up with.
I'm curious about the jet ski situation. Have you been giving any jet ski lessons lately? What's going on with that?
Brett, what are you riding?
First of all, DH, don't even frickin' mess with the mid-length.
You can call DH
market.
for jet
We
ski
got
lessons if you
can't
want.
Even.
He'll step you off tomorrow.
Yeah, but it ruins your surfing. It's
No, I don't ride a mid-length. Yeah, they cut you off. I'm 6'6", 205 pounds, which I think is 93.5 kilos. And I ride a 6'0" Solution.
Okay, cool. That's your new bottle.
FCS only ever.
Okay, you touched on something here.
Only ever.
I just want to talk about fins just for like real quick.
What about those Channel Islands fin system you had?
Anyway. How important? Like when you guys are designing and shaping, are the fins in your mind, or are you just thinking about the bottom contours and the shape of the board? Are you thinking about what fins are going to go in this thing?
No, I don't think about fins because that's too much to think about. And so
Too
I
complicated.
love it when a surfer has a set of fins that are their go-to, and then I can think about them
Yep.
and design around those. But like, fins are a great fallback. So if the board isn't working quite right, and they can switch fins. But I'm not as smart as I look and not as handsome as I seem. And so if I have to start thinking about different fins when I'm shaping, I'm lost.
Okay. Anyone else
Not
got
as
it?
in lost surfboards, but
Last
then I'm
on fins are
confused.
coming back.
Well, you guys are all making them again. I saw that. Pretty cool. Anyone else got a comment on fins before we go to the... We're going to get to final questions pretty soon. All good? How many surfs should you give a board before you kind of go, it's not me, it's the board, it's not me? I've always had a theory where you got to take a board on a couple of dates. You got to wine and dine it. You got to maybe change the fins and figure it out. What's your theory on this one?
3 to 5.
3 to 5. If
3
it's
to
not
5.
working, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Craigslist, eBay, Marketplace.
3 to 5 months.
No, 3 to 5 surfs.
The only stab in the dark I've been in was with Taj, and he kept the finalist boards for a year. And a year later, he sent me a message, said, "You win." I win what? And he goes,
He sent me the same message, bro. Same exact one.
Me too.
I think it was a copy and paste. I think he was trying to get some free boards.
And all these boards turned up at Taj's house.
I got
about
the
a month
same
later.
one.
So you got to
go.
give it a go, right? You got to persist for a little while.
I got a story.
Go.
I got a little story about Britt's dad back in Santa Barbara.
Don't talk about my dad, dude. I'll talk about your mom.
She died last year, but that's cool.
Oh, sorry.
So Britt's dad.
Way to pull the Trump card.
I went. Shh, Britt.
Let's talk about Trump.
Put the microphone down now. I talked about my dead mom. Shh. So Britt's dad. A few of my friends used to ride for Britt's dad when we were younger, and Britt's dad would make him a board, one board at a time. It was back in the day when you just got one board. It's Joey Kirby, especially. We're talking about. And they're like, "This board fucking sucks," and he would just go, "No, just keep riding it." I'm not saying it sucked. They weren't super psyched on it.
So John
I got
Pizell is
multiple
saying
reports.
Al Merrick sucks. That's what we're doing right now?
Well, I'm just saying Al Merrick said, let it breathe.
Oh,
Open it up and
I
let
got
it
you.
breathe,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
friend, and we'll
like
see
a
how
wine,
it goes.
like a wine. Yeah,
Yeah.
let it breathe a little bit.
That was my little Al Merrick story. All right.
Cool.
Okay,
Appreciate
final
it.
questions. I'm going to jump in. Epoxy.
Thanks a lot. That was great. I think
Yeah, you've been quiet for a little while, Matt. Let's go.
I think where I surf, my home break, where you won your big contest on this board, I think it's the 3 or 4 waves. Like that wave is at our wave, or maybe a good clean day out here. It's not how many sessions. It's how
I
many
almost
waves.
feel like
You
you
guys
know
think that
when
wave's
you
so
put
good?
that
It's not
thing
that
under your
fucking good.
arm, you
It's
almost
just so
kind of
easy.
know.
It's so easy.
Kind of know, really quick. Does he cut you off? Just quickly, I want JS, because you're kind of heavy on this. You do a lot of epoxy v polyurethane. Benefits, disadvantages, just for the crew who's kind of uneducated.
Pros and cons, I guess. Conditions that suit. I mean, we saw Mateus ride one today. He went all out with a stringless carbon quad. Surfed it pretty good. So, I know. Buoyancy of the EPS, nice flex, different flexes. Depends on what you're into. Don't know.
If you had to ride one board for the rest of your life, I know someone else asked it and I've stolen the question, what would it be?
One board?
Yep.
Rest of my life? That's way too hard. I
No,
can't
you
ride
have
one-
to pick one board.
Gun
to your head kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'd probably just ride the board I'm riding today.
Okay.
That means I'm fit and healthy and fucking still surfing all right.
Awesome. Marcio, what board is it for the rest of your life? One board.
Got to be realistic. I'm getting older, so I definitely kind of weight wider, more volume, less rocker, like Matt. I'm not as tall as him, but my boards are kind of getting similar to him.
Matt,
Easy riders.
one board for the rest of your life. Which one?
Snowboard.
Snowboard.
Sorry.
You took my gag, motherfucker.
One board for the rest of your life?
For the rest of your life, what's it going to be?
For me,
Yeah, you.
I don't know. An ironing board.
I'm definitely going to have Britt's board. It's actually Britt's dad's going to shape me a board, and it will eventually work. If I have it for the rest of my life.
And you have to give it a couple of goes to make it work. Darren, what are you riding for the
It's
rest of
just
your life?
from now.
Just from now, man.
Yeah,
Rest of your life.
I bought 7 weeks ago a Michael Peterson 6-1 single fin fangtail. That's what I'd ride for the rest. That's all I had to ride. Michael Peterson. I was like, a little quick story.
You're pandering to the crowd.
Oh, it's my crowd, not yours. I live here, you fucking don't. Now shut the fuck up, or I'll punch you in the fucking jaw.
All right, we're going to wrap it up in a minute. It's starting to get physical. Britt, what are you riding? One board, rest
I
of your
would
life.
ride anything made by LSD because it would feel familiar, and it's the best. It's the best board brand name in surfing.
It is really cool.
LSD.
Brett, you have some experience with that name, don't you?
Well, I do.
Johnny.
And Donald Trump just made LSD legal in America.
Did he really? He's a crazy man. Johnny, what are you riding? What sort of board?
I don't know,
For the rest of your life? What board is it?
now I'm using Midlands or Twin Fin 2+1 and 510, 60, 66. But one day, I don't know where, I used a board from McTavish. Man,
Okay.
was a Cadillac, man. Was unbelievable. Was kind of a Midland, unreal. Single thing.
Wow. Might have been a Bluebird.
I don't know him, but
Might have been the Bluebird.
was amazing.
Bob. Hail Bob. Amazing. Luke, what are you riding?
This is too hard.
No, you have to, man. One board. Maybe this thing? Blown up version of that, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Today I was riding that old man 6.8, but it's kind of like a gun,
Yep.
and that was pretty good. Quad setup, can paddle well, and you can still push it hard. So maybe my 6.8 I've got now.
Awesome. Good stuff. It would be some sort of hybrid 2+1 setup. One of my boards, 2+. It's actually called the hybrid. 2+1 setup. Yeah, of course, FCS. Yeah, I'll give them a go shortly. Every now and then I'll jump on and see how they go. Brett, you and I, again, I'm just going back to the dinner, and we had a couple of drinks. We started talking about,
You had a couple drinks.
do we want to get into the order?
No, we don't.
Do you want to get into the order?
No. You paid the bill, so yeah, you would know.
We started talking about this transfer of energy from what you guys do to everyone here and to everyone in the lineup, and that special thing. It's that special thing how you guys design and shape boards, you put magic into it, and the experience that we all get from the boards that all you guys make, it makes our lives so much better. And I just want to acknowledge that with all you guys and the other shapers in the room as well. Keep doing what you guys are doing. Please keep pushing things to the highest level because the surfing's just gone through the roof. It's super entertaining. And we love what you guys do. So don't stop, please. Yeah?
Thank you.
Let's give it up. You guys, give it up to these shapers, legends. Thank you guys for coming up here tonight. I don't know if there's any tequila left in there, but let's do this.
Thank you,
Let's
Richie.
go.
Thank you, Richie.
Thank you all guys for coming. Hang around. There's still some stories to be told. Get another drink. Chew these guys' ear off. I'm sure they'll be well lubricated and ready to talk on your JS. Thank you, mate. Don't drive home if you've been drinking, please. Yeah?